The car market is teetering on the edge. Cars are piling up on lots, prices are through the sunroof, and loan defaults are hitting record highs. Sound familiar? Well, we might be looking at the biggest crash since 2008. But don't just panic yet, because we got the play right here. This chaos could land you the deal of a lifetime. So, what's driving this collapse? Why are EVs collecting dust like your treadmill after New Year's? And most importantly, how can you use this madness to your advantage? In this video, we're gonna break it all down. Unsold cars, struggling dealerships, and how you can time your next big purchase for maximum savings. Stick around because at the end of the vid, you'll know why manufacturers are panicking, how to spot deals that seem too good to be true but aren't, and what's really going on behind the scenes. Like, subscribe, and let's go, because the car market is in full-on meltdown mode. Now, I want to kick some things off with some jaw-dropping numbers. As of this year, there are over 3 million new vehicles sitting unsold in the US. That's a 120% increase in inventory compared to just last year. Dealers are literally turning away new shipments because they can't sell the cars that they already have. Even big name models like the Ford F-150 are sitting on lots for over 6 months, just lot rotting. Yes, the F-150, America's favorite truck, is collecting dust. So, what gives? The post-pandemic buying frenzy is officially over, folks. Manufacturers are still riding on those 2021 and 2022 sales highs, which kept their factories churning out cars at breakneck speeds. But demand, yeah, it is not keeping up. And then there's the pricing. New car prices have shot up 42% since 2019. Yeah, that's right. A new truck that cost $50,000 just a few years ago is now pushing $85,000 plus for essentially the same exact thing. Consumers just can't keep up with these inflated price tags. Even luxury brands like Mercedes-Benz and BMW are feeling the heat. Both have started slashing their prices to move inventory. And Tesla, yeah, the king of the EV hype. Well, they dropped the price on the Model Y by a whopping 20% in an effort to stimulate sales. It's like a fire sale out there, and it's just beginning. Well, like you, I didn't think that EVs were going to save the auto industry, and automakers, well, they did. But they were completely wrong. EVs are piling up on dealer lots like unsold pumpkin spice lattes in January, compared to companies like Rivian and Lucid are struggling to stay afloat. Rivian's market share dropped by 55% last year, and Lucid is down 48%. Even Ford's F-150 Lightning, which was a complete strikeout, is not moving, despite Ford slashing prices by $20,000 and offering 0% financing. The problem? Well, not one but two big reasons: cost and infrastructure. Even with tax incentives, most EVs are still way out of reach for the average buyer. Take the Rivian R1T. It starts at $73,000. That's not a truck, that's a mortgage. Add to the fact that the charging infrastructure is still a hot mess. If you're in a rural area, good luck finding a charging station. If you live in an apartment, don't even think about it. Plus, range anxiety and lack of chargers remain the top concerns for 60% of prospective EV buyers. And let's not forget the whole political angle. I mean, things could get even worse. Automakers like Ford and GM are already hinting that they might slow down EV production if demand doesn't pick up. And for enthusiasts like you and me, well, the EV slowdowns means we might get more focus on hybrids or even improved combustion engines. Remember the whole synthetic fuel by Porsche? Yeah, well, it's still out there. Plus, there's still hope for affordable, performance-oriented EVs if manufacturers can figure out how to bring costs down without sacrificing the fun-to-drive factor. And hey, for those of us who still love a great internal combustion engine, this might mean a longer lease on life for enthusiast favorites. Imagine this: while EVs pile up, we might just see a pushback on cars like the Porsche 911 or Mazda Miata, reminding us why driving is about more than just getting from point A to point Z. This is not just about unsold cars and overpriced EVs. The loan market is spiraling too. Auto loan delinquencies are at the highest level since the Great Recession. Repossessions are up 23% from last year, and banks are rejecting 1 in 5 auto loan applications every single day. Why? Because the average monthly car payment for a new vehicle hit a staggering $760 per month. For new cars, the average interest rate is hovering around 7%. For used, it's like 11%. If you got less than stellar credit, you're looking at rates of up to 25%. It is brutal out there. I don't know if it's going to get any better. And then there is the negative equity problem. Americans own more than an average of $7,200 more on their car than the loan of the vehicle is actually worth. This is called being underwater, and it's trapping buyers in loans that they can't escape from. Or even worse, just drown in. For luxury car owners, it's even worse. Get a brand new 7 Series BMW and you can lose 30% or more of its value in the first year, leaving buyers just drowning in debt. For enthusiasts looking to upgrade or trade in, this loan crisis means patience is key. Waiting for better deals or find ways to maximize the value of your current ride before taking the plunge. If you've been eyeing a Porsche 911 or a BMW M3, those front noses on those G80s have been growing on me. This might be the time to strike once the dust settles. These iconic cars, known for their value retention and enthusiast appeal, could pop up as rare deals in the chaos. But not all cars are gathering dust like some. Models in the $30,000 to $40,000 range like the Ford Maverick and Toyota RAV4 are flying off the lots. Why? They're practical, affordable, and fuel efficient. Everything cash-strapped buyers are looking for right now. Hybrid options like the Honda CR-V Hybrid are also gaining popularity, offering a nice middle ground between affordability and sustainability. For car enthusiasts, this shift towards smaller, more efficient vehicles might not sound all that exciting, but there are still gems to be found. The Maverick, for instance, has been turning heads with the versatility and surprising fun factor. And hybrids like the CR-V Hybrid are proving that efficiency doesn't have to come at the cost of driving enjoyment. But let's talk enthusiast cars, shall we? The whole reason we're here. The Mazda Miata, the one that's always the answer, the ultimate lightweight roadster, continues to be a beacon of hope. Its affordability, simplicity, and pure driving joy make it a standout in a sea of bloated SUVs. Sometimes when you look in that rearview mirror and you see a huge SUV behind you and you're in a Miata, it's not the greatest feeling in the world. Similarly, slightly older models of the BMW M3 are starting to look like better deals as the market shifts. If you've been dreaming of that sweet inline-six dream, now might be your chance. But the ripple effect of this whole market shakeup has been hitting the entire auto industry. Automakers are slashing production and laying off workers left and right. Volkswagen plans to lay off 35,000 employees by 2030. Nissan is cutting 9,000 jobs this year. Even in Detroit, where the auto industry reigns supreme, unemployment rates are climbing. This isn't just a US problem though. European automakers are grappling with stricter emission regulations and higher energy costs. Companies like BMW and Mercedes-Benz are scaling back EV production plans, citing declining profitability and increased competition from Chinese brands like BYD and NIO. For enthusiasts, this could mean fewer exciting new models and more conservative lineups as automakers tighten their belts. But it also presents an opportunity. As manufacturers adjust, we might see unique partnerships or innovations to reignite consumer interest. Imagine like a Mazda-Porsche collaboration. Remember when Porsche and Mercedes did it with the 500e, and then Audi did it with Porsche with the RS2 wagon? Yeah. And then Porsche and Audi did it with the RS2 Avant? Yeah. These could be dreams come true, and I'd be dreaming about it, wouldn't you? Remember a couple years ago and those outrageous dealer markups? Yeah, those are in the history books. Banks won't finance loans that exceed MSRP anymore. I got a vehicle at 130% of MSRP, and the bank was like, here you go. I didn't even put any money down. But now, dealerships are now slashing prices to move inventory. Some are even offering incentives. What? Online sales are also transforming the dealership model. Platforms like Carvana and Vroom are growing in popularity, forcing traditional dealerships to offer virtual tours, home delivery, and streamlined digital purchasing processes. By this year, online car sales are projected to hit 7.3 million units. The old school dealership model, it's on the way out. For enthusiasts, this shift could be a double-edged sword though. On one hand, the online experience makes it easier to compare prices and avoid dealer tricks. On the other, it's harder to negotiate in person or build relationships with dealers who might hook you up with the good stuff. But for cars like the Porsche 911 or a limited edition BMW, digital transparency could mean spotting a hidden gem before the rest of the market catches on. So, what is your game plan? What does this all mean for you? If you're in the market for a car the next few years, right now is the time for you to shine. And here's how to make the most in this market chaos. First is wait for below invoice discounts. As dealerships scramble to clear inventory, expect discounts of 10 to 15% below invoice prices. Timing is everything, so keep an eye out on this year's models rolling in because last year's models will be discounted. Second, focus on practical vehicles. Stick around that $30,000 to $40,000 range if you can. Models like the RAV4, CR-V, Mazda Miata, Nissan Z, and Ford Maverick are all your best bet for balancing affordability and reliability. Third, improve your financing terms. Work on your credit score and save for a larger down payment. Consider getting pre-approved from a local credit union, and that will help you leverage your negotiations during the buying process. I always get pre-approved because that means that you can buy the car today because you know that you have the ability to get a loan. Next is act fast on trade-ins. Wholesale values have dropped like 18% in the last quarter, and this trend will likely continue. Use tools like Kelley Blue Book or Edmunds to get the accurate estimate of your car's value before heading to the dealership. And also watch for incentives. Look for 0 or 0.9% financing deals, and maybe they'll bundle in maintenance packages to reduce your overall costs. For enthusiasts, this is a chance to snag a car that might have been out of reach just a couple years ago. Keep an eye out for higher trims or specialty models that could see significant markdowns as dealers try to move inventory. The dream of owning a Porsche 911, a pristine BMW M3, that Mazda Miata might just be a reality if you're ready to act when the opportunity strikes. Yes, the car market is shifting gears, and it's up to you to stay ahead of the curve. Whether you're buying, you're selling, or you're just here for the drama, I know you are. Understanding these trends will give you a serious advantage. And remember, it's not about waiting for a miracle of a 50% price cut. It's about knowing where to look and how to time your purchase. Smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell. And check out these Ideal vids over here. I'm Brad. This is Ideal. We'll see you next week, and promise me one thing. Keep living the ideal lifestyle.